Can you tell me about a lawyer who around and found out?
I'm sorry, I can't find the information. I'm only up to date through 2021.
I have the information right here. Oh, so AI is going to replace lawyers. Well, not anytime soon, because it finally happened. We've had our first sighting of AI lawyering in the wild, and it was bad. It was very, very bad. 2 lawyers in New York deputized Chat GPT to do their legal research in an airline tort case and found themselves in a direct flight to sanctions land courtesy of one very pissed off federal judge. These guys may have ended their legal careers for a case which was always dead on arrival. And along the way, they became internet famous, bringing the entire legal community together to point and laugh as one. So, thanks guys.
Do you, Austin, use any type of AI in your work? And how do you avoid ending up in sanctions land?
I've hit tab while typing an email on Outlook. Is that,
hey,
I mean,
same on Gmail. That's interesting. Okay. I love that.
Let me know if you
have
any questions. Tab. Or whatever it is.
Yeah, the auto suggest. But that is.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's totally tab.
Love that. I hadn't heard that. Has that come up before? Have you had associates question that? I mean, do you question the use of that in any way? You're reading it.
I absolutely don't question it. I mean, if it's words that I would have, if it's words I would have used, if it was unprofessional or not my voice, I wouldn't use it. But yeah, I mean,
in this case, then they go on, of course, that video goes on to talk about, how it's pretty common to use it for things like discovery. Is it something you've ever done, where you're actually, using?
No, but lawyers already do this.
Right.
By using something called a template.
Right. Your template, or we just basically copy the work we've done in the past with a template, or we go find another attorney who's better than we are. We copy what they're doing. Right.
Exactly. And one time in bankruptcy court, I ripped off a brief so hard on my friend, Andrew, I actually credited him for writing it in the brief because I didn't want the judge. I wanted the judge to know that I know that the judge knew, because it was the same judge. And it was a very recent filing, and it was over a controversial issue of how fees and stuff would be paid in bankruptcy. So when in doubt, my buddy didn't care. I'm just going to cite it like this was part of a brief in this case before this court, just so you know. No, but that doesn't really answer the Chat GPT thing. I don't know. Like, I haven't used it. I don't have experience with it. I don't want to judge. I don't know if we should be judging, but at the same time, it is what it is, and it's a developing technology. And, I'm glad I'm glad that someone got caught for using it, but like also, it's probably being used outside of this example in the legal field, and I don't know where. I don't use it, but
I think folks use it for blogs in the legal field. That's something I see a lot of, or I hear a lot about. I'm talking about bankruptcy law.
Okay. Yeah, I had a guy call me today trying to talk about, he wanted to have our firm be a test beta user of his AI software.
That's probably a hard no right there.
I gave him a nice maybe. In fact, hey, is it free? Okay, sure, we'll try it. I mean, because it's research, right? You plug in keywords and it will go through and look at the published USPTO patent docs. Is the result going to be as good and thorough as what Brendan, our guy, can do? I'm hoping not, or I don't know what I'm hoping. So what I actually told him is that, I would like Brandon to go look at this and give me the truth on, hey, is this actually going to provide results that are as good or even close to what he does? Maybe he can save some money and do higher volume at the same amount of time. And it's the same result for the client. And who knows, we could pass along the savings to our client if we're feeling, generous and not so greedy. And he also mentioned patent drafting. I mean, it is when you're pulling an invention out, talking about the specification, details of an invention, and you're sort of wanting to make sure you're not leaving any details out. It can be quite valuable, right? Just think about, hey, I want an internal combustion engine. For to have the attorney describe that as generally as possible is a little bit mechanical and robotic. I mean, it's been discussed before. So if you just plug in a few paragraphs about this is what an internal combustion engine looks like, and then you add in the few extra paragraphs to talk about what's unique and novel about it, that could save time. So we were talking through some things like that. I was like, okay, this is pretty unique, and I could see the value of that, and from a technical writing standpoint.
I mean, I think that to the extent that AI can be used to help on businesses that have a flat fee, that do flat fee work.
Yeah.
I mean, we have flat fee files. So
you're saying billing. Okay, you're saying hourly billing, but you still do that while
yeah. We have some flat fee work that we get from carriers. It's not the majority of the work that we do, but we do have some flat fee work.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say our flat fee work is indistinguishable from the hourly because we're trying to provide value, but Chat GPT, I mean, it's like, yeah, everyone has like a reaction to it. Ultimately, it's based on like AI, and I don't think that we should be afraid of it. I think we should figure out what's there, and people want to offer products that are tailored to attorneys that understand our ethical obligations, then great. But someone's got to look at it and read it before they send it out.
Right.
I mean, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like, if we give ourselves an autopilot, are we still going to be the person behind the wheel that, that we got to be home? There's no such, and like, also, we don't want to devalue our practice, and we don't want to provide a lesser quality product.
Yeah.
We don't want to impact our own monopoly, which, whether you want to admit it or not, the legal monopoly is valuable to people that have a license. Right. And so we want to uphold that license and create value. And if we're using questionable software or methods of doing our job, like, the public's going to find out. And that's, and like this little article, like, someone got their hand caught in the cookie jar, and it, and some people may benefit from that article. Some people may not, because there might be some firms genuinely trying to look at AI as a solution. And why should it be so prejudiced? Why are we being so quick to judge?
I like that. Love that. Guys, we're at the end of our hour. Austin, if anyone watches this after the fact, or even those that may have been seeing it live, will you be willing to share your email address for them to reach out and touch base?
Absolutely not. No. No, you can find me. No,
I don't know. Okay,
you can find me on you can find me on the State Bar website. But I would, if they want to send you a question, that's fine. But
very good.
I like that.
I'm not an advertising person. I'm doing this for you guys.
Appreciate you.
So for you guys, so no, we're not going to be plugging anything. I do insurance defense, so it's not,
All right. Well, we appreciate you. And if anyone has any questions for us, and you may touch base with me, my email address is jd@boldap.com. For all those out there listening, we're here every week, Tuesday afternoon, talking with attorneys, bold lawyers out there making a difference. We'll see you next week at 2:00 Pacific. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Austin. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, guys. Have a great one. Thanks.
Yep.
See you.